Guys, welcome to my channel, God's Finger. So I was reading about the Israelites and how when they were slaves in Egypt, they were growing and multiplying. So Pharaoh's, at that time, that particular Pharaoh, he didn't want them to grow because he felt if they exceeded Egypt's number, what could they actually do? They could form allies and take them out. So what he instructed the people over them to do is beat them. And so that he thought that because of the suffering and the oppression that they would have, they'd stop multiplying. And the Bible actually says, and I'll put the verse in the video, the more that he beat them and the more that he got hard on them and the more affliction he put on them, the more they multiplied. And I'm here to say that, life could be afflicting you, and life could be knocking you around and punching you around and just finishing you. Because I know there's been seasons in my life where it takes the wind out of you. But the Bible's principle is you always get double for your trouble, because it actually says the more that they were afflicted, the more they multiplied, and they kept multiplying and multiplying. And even if you look at Jesus, he was whipped and beaten 39 times, and the only time they didn't do it the 40th time is because they wanted him to be alive. But the more that he was beaten and the more he was whipped, the greater he was glorified, because the reason that the scene took place in Rome is because all roads lead into and out of Rome. So the message of the gospel actually was being able to be spread because of Rome's location. And so at the moment you may be in a location that is beating you and whooping you, and you're praying for God to save you, and you're praying for God to deliver you out of your Egypt, out of your Rome. And God will, but when he does, he will multiply you. He will multiply you and multiply you. The more you're afflicted, and I'm not saying it's a nice thing, and I'm just saying that the hope is that you're going to get paid for it. You're going to get double for your trouble. Because even when Pharaoh said that the male children that are born must actually be killed at birth, and he told the midwives, God gave them favor in the land of their enemies, and the midwives saved their male children, and so they multiplied. So I'm here to say, no matter what life is doing to you, it could be your job, it could be your marriage, it could be just life, it could be finances, whatever you're being afflicted with, if you align yourself with God and you turn to God and you cry out to God, he's going to multiply you. And the more that you've been beaten in life, the more he's going to give to you.